chariot. Everything connects to everything else in this unbelievably beautiful way. And the concern that I have, Terrence, to be entirely honest, is you have to get disciplined about this as a drug, because otherwise you're going to see everything in everything all the time, and you're going to have the same repetitive conversation where people don't take you seriously because you're going to keep hitting on 19.
But if light passing through these show the same cymatics that we look at when we're looking at natural occurrences of individual frequencies, doesn't that become its own secondary proof beyond the symmetry of what it does?
Okay, you say geometry is a proof, and one of the things is you are at your weakest when you have you have an equal sign. No. You're strongest geometrically. You're at your weakest when you have an equal sign. You say the dumbest stuff about equalities, and you say the coolest stuff about geometries. And I wonder whether you mean something. Like, it took me a long time to figure out what I think you mean when you do this riff on the square root of 2. Jamie, could I trouble you for that portal group /TH? Okay. If you do the square root of 2 challenge, right? You say, Howard's unbalanced equation. You say, okay, take the square root of 2. You cube it. That's equal to 2 times the square root of 2. That is illogical. It is unbalanced. It is unnatural. Now, at first, I had no idea what the hell you were doing. So I came up with something to prove to you that I'm trying to understand you. And I said, take the number of magi at Jesus' birth. He was born on the 25th day of the 12th month. If I raise the 12th root of 3 to the 25th power, and I take the fact that Jesus died in the 9th hour according to the Bible, I see the same Trinity rooted by the number of apostles. Now that seems to be like a profound statement. But the fact is, all I really did is I created an equation based on 2 numbers, x and y. And your version of it, I put in 1 and square root of 2. And in mine, I used 12 and 3. And the reason I got 1225 was that 25 is just 2 times 12 plus 1. So in other words, the danger of this stuff, right, is that when you start to see patterns and you start to see stuff that looks crazy, you don't realize what you're actually doing. What you're really saying is you're coming from a perspective that is philosophical before it's scientific or mathematical. And you have a statement which says everything is in motion. And then you go into a riff about loops and you say, take out your calculator,